From beyond the bounds of the skybox, I do bring you the tower. It's a town update video. Basically, this is the newest building in Margaritaville. Might still change the name Margaritaville, but whatever. It's built on the traditional... It's a base system that I've come up with. You could call it a mill if you wanted to. It's the modular interlocking Lego landscape or whatever. But basically, mine aren't perfectly designed. I've got a couple of design concessions, so hang around if you want to see me talk about that. But let's talk about the building first. So in front of the building, we have the road, all of the modules, whatever you want to call them, bases in the town have a road on the front. It's 4 studs thick. We have a little that's got a name. Ancient fans of Lego, tell me that name because I'm about to remember it. Stockade. So that's the stocks. If you remember my little stock MOC, you can put a figure in there, kind of, sort of. This building is the sheriff's office and home, and then this building is the armory and kind of the barracks. So let's go ahead and spin it around and take a look at the interiors of these buildings. They are dollhouse cutouts, so that's just fine for me. So in the first building, the sheriff's house and office, we have a little office space downstairs, and we have a little bedroom upstairs. We got a little bed up there, and just a little box and a little nightstand. So it's a nice, simple abode. Now, the other half is it's similar, but for the town guard. He's got a little bed that he's sitting on right now. And look, there's even a little pillow up there. And then he's got a little end table made of a log. Real simple. The downstairs doesn't have anything now, but it could have something. And then if we pan up, we'll see just a little bit of storage up in the top floor. And you know what? I can just bring that down because it's all Lego. So there it is. Oh, we lost a piece off the building. But there's what it looks like. You've got a little bit of a defensive position on the top. We got some plants growing up there because it is an old ruined tower. And I think that adds a lot to the to kind of the story of the building, that you have just a little bit of plant life starting to grow out. Now, the biggest thing that I was aiming for on this one was I was trying to make the sheriff's office look like it might be leeching off of or building more so off of the tower than it is. So they are sharing. I did use the same, this is like a foot stone, base layer for that house. And it's the same color, so I could have done something more there, maybe more of the color leaching through. I did consider carrying this stripe into the building and then around, and then that would prop it up just a little higher, which unfortunately I'm about at the height limit of the shelf that these live on, which, yeah, that's a minor concern. We can change the shelf or something. But the real reason would be to create that unison between the two buildings. But I think it looks pretty good considering. And outside the skybox again. When I built the skybox, I hadn't considered that I was going to build any towers or taller buildings. I was like, that's fine. We'll just go with what we have. But it still works mostly, and I think that that's just fine. So let's go ahead and scoot that into the corner, and let's talk about that mill base build. So here is a blank one. It is road on the front and grass on the back. It's real simple. You can look at the sides of the back and see how it's made. It's 3 brick layers. I did use plates to make a brick on the top, but the bottom is a plate, brick, and then the top is another brick, or make it out of plates. All the bricks can be out of plates. That's the beauty of Lego. The front is paneled with CMF tiles, CMF plates, but there's just underneath there a couple of snot bricks. It's real simple. Just get them spaced out so that you can stack on those CMF plates, and it looks fine. If I had been planning out harder, those Technic axles wouldn't be all the way in the corner. But if you look here, I'll go ahead and attach. Oops, there's a pin already in this one. I'll attach these two together. They just slide together and now they're connected. And they slide apart just as easy, but it's nice. It's an easy system. If you're going to do this on your own and not use someone else's pre-defined system, move those in one or two stud units so that you can have them on the back and sides in the same spot. Because right now, I cannot connect this to a back of another one because I don't have a cross-axle hole, but also the cross-axle brick would be blocking or moving over the other brick that I would be using. So it's just a minor thing, but if you want to be able to rotate and connect in other directions, but if you're putting the plating on the front to just, make it look good from one angle, it's not a huge concern, and it wasn't a huge concern for me. So that's just a blank one, and the wow, I keep hitting the tripod today, and the tower that you can't even barely see up, but ta-da! So if you are new here, go ahead and subscribe. I enjoy getting new subscribers. There's an automatic video right there on the tower somewhere is a subscribe button. If you're already an Ancient fan, don't worry about that. Ancient fans for you, though, I do have a video that I hand-selected over here, and that one's just for the Ancient fans. So if you're not an Ancient fan, don't even bother clicking it.